How's it going, guys? My name is Michael, and today I'm going to share some beginner tips with you guys on Genshin Impact, and it's for a good reason. I feel like I could have started out a lot better in this game because I made a lot of, early mistakes, as one would when playing the game for the first time, but I didn't want you guys to share the same mistakes. So what I decided to do is make this video and go over a few simple things that will carry you a long way when you start out in this game. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing that comes to mind when I think about things I could have done better when I first started out in the game is the exploration aspect. I really didn't go through and find a lot of the chests. I didn't look up different Animalculous locations and things of that nature, so I had to go back and do a lot of that stuff later, which wasted time. So what you want to do, and I'll give you a little tip here, when you first spawn in this beach, go over to that rock that you see there, and there will be a very nice little chest on the other side to give you some really nice items that will help you out as soon as you spawn in this game. Just make sure when you swim out there, do not hit the sprint button like the sprint swim button, because you won't make it. You're gonna have to do the slow pace crawl swim over there. That way you can get to the chest, but you'll have just enough stamina to make it over there. So just make sure that you're paying attention to a lot of the things that are around you. But one thing I will tell you to do, and I'll show it up on screen here, is just Google the interactive map for Genshin Impact, and there is a whole website out there with a massive map on it with everything marked on the map. And you can hide things, you can show things, you can zoom in and look at the different things while you're playing the game. So if you want to know a specific chest location for an area that you're in, you can pull up that map and find it. Or if you're looking for a list of the Animalculous or Geoculous, you can pull those up. And what I actually did is I pulled up the map and I marked every single Geoculous location that I have yet to find. So these are all those locations. So it's going to probably take me the better part of a day, but I got to go through and find all of these. And it would have made my life a lot easier if I would have grabbed these as I was playing the game, but I ignored a lot of them. So now I have to go back through a lot of the places that I've already been to grab those Geoculous to level up my statues of 7, which will give me better boost throughout the game. So just make sure that you're paying attention to those things, because that's a lot of stuff that a lot of people miss and a lot of people ignore. So if you really want to optimize what you're doing and the time that you're doing it in, just make sure that you're doing everything that you possibly can. Like I said, just grabbing the chest, the Animalculous, make sure you're grabbing the side quest and all those other sort of things. Another thing that you really need to utilize as soon as you get it is this little handbook over here. You'll get this later on in the game, I think after beating a couple of main storyline quests. But once you grab that book, all you'll need to do is just read through some of this, and you'll see all kinds of different things that you can do while playing the game that will give you different types of experience and give you more items to help you progress in the game. So the faster that you can knock a lot of this stuff out, the better off you're going to be. And as you can see here, once you complete all of these, you'll get some nice rewards before you go to the next chapter in the book. Another thing too is you'll have daily commissions. Make sure that you're completing those every day, because they give you a big boost with items and everything as well. So just making sure that you're paying attention and utilizing every little thing in the game is huge. So just make sure that you're learning everything that you possibly can early on. That way you can knock stuff out a lot faster than other people. Now, if there's one thing that I can go back and change that I messed up in a big way, in my opinion, would be my character setup. As you can see here, I have 4 really nice characters finally, but also as you can see here, I don't have them fully leveled up. I wasted a ton of resources by leveling up characters that I shouldn't have. And I did that really early on in the game. As you can see, I have a ton of characters that are level 40 and level 50, and I only need 4. So one thing that you need to pay attention to and make sure that you're doing correctly is make sure that you pay enough attention to one character. Don't spend all your resources on a bunch of different characters. Make sure that you find a team that you like, or at least find a couple of characters that you really, really like and you know you're going to stick to, and dump everything into them. I'm talking your leveling, the experience, the weapons, the artifacts, the talents. Make sure that you dump everything into them. Like for instance, for me is Zhongling, and it's going to be official. I actually have on Zhongling, I've pulled her like 5 times in the little wish thing. So now I have all of her constellations unlocked except for 2. So I'm dumping all of my resources that I possibly can into this character. She's got a really nice weapon. She's got a ton of really nice artifacts that I still need to upgrade. But making sure that you dump all of the stuff that you possibly can into 1 or 2 characters is really going to help you, because those characters will allow you to carry you know, yourself through really tough situations instead of having 4 under-level characters because you keep switching them out. Oh, and one more thing, I almost forgot this one, and this one is probably the most obvious one, but a lot of people ignore it. Please spend your resin every single day. I don't care if you have to log on for 5 minutes and take out one of the little ley lines that you see on the map. Make sure that you're spending your resin, and when you log in, as soon as you log in, don't let it stay maxed out like I'm doing here. I'm wasting resin by letting it stay maxed out. If, for instance, if I were to go do a ley line, it would then start to regenerate that missing 20 resin, so then I'm getting free resin, and you'll get 1 resin every 8 minutes. So just make sure that you're utilizing this, because and you'll notice this as the game progresses, you're going to start to rely on this a lot. You're going to run out of things to do, at least in the first update, but you're going to run out of a lot of things to do. Like, I've already done a lot of my side quests. I've done all of my main quests until it locked me out. I've done pretty much everything. The only other thing I got to do is find all these freaking Geoculus, but now I'm starting to utilize these resins as much as possible, because that's really the only way I can gain experience. So make sure, especially early on, as soon as you boot up the game and you get access to the different dungeons and the different ley lines and things like that, make sure that you use this, because it is very, very important. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and it makes playing this game a little bit easier. I know I went through a lot of information there pretty quickly, but like I said, there's just a lot of stuff that I really felt like I could have done better, and I wanted to pass that information along to you guys. But guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and until next time, peace out.